Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Paddleball part 3. Let's finish up this paddleball. I'm going to hit the green flag and see what happens. Okay, got the ball bouncing. It hits the paddle. It moves in different directions. Now what I want to do is, when it hits the red line, I want the game to be over, and I want the ball to stop moving around. So, it's not doing that. When it hits the red line, it's not stopping, and the game does not end. So I need to do something about that. I'm going to do stop. I'm going to make a whole new script. This is called a script. A script is to tell the sprite what to do. Let me hit this little gray one over here so I have a little bit more room. I'm going to start a whole new script for this orange. I'm going to tell this orange what to do. So I'm going to say an event when somebody hits the green flag. I want you to look to see if you've hit the red line yet. So when are you going to hit the red line? I don't know. It could happen at any moment. So the computer just has to keep looking. It has to keep looking forever. If you're touching the red line, if you're touching is sensing. I went to first grade. If you're touching the red line, not touching the mouse pointer. No, it's not touching the mouse pointer. If you're touching the line, slap it in there. There's pretty good. If you're touching the line, what should happen? The ball should say game over. So that is a look, and he's not going to say hello. He's going to say game over. So I'm going to say game over, and I'm excited about that. And then the game should stop, and that's under control. And there's a little one that says stop all. I'm going to stop this whole game. I'm going to put the if inside the forever. Forever. If you're touching the line, say game over and stop the game. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Do you think this is going to work? No, it's not going to work. But let's try it anyway. So I'll click the little green flag, and I can do this. Now I'm going to let it hit the red. It says game over, but it keeps bouncing around. So I didn't like that. Here, let me move it over so we can sort of see it. Here we go. I'm going to hit the green flag again. It bounces. If it hits the red, it says game over, but it keeps moving. It keeps moving because it can keep moving for 2 seconds. It says game over for 2 seconds, and when the 2 seconds is over, then the game stops. Well, in that 2 seconds, I get to keep moving around. He keeps moving for 2 seconds, so I got to stop that. I got to stop that from happening. I don't want this ball to keep moving as soon as he touches the line, so I got to do something about that. I got to stop this script. Now, this stop all is a very special little block. It has a little drop down next to it. And it says you could stop everything, that is stop the whole game, or you could just stop the other script in this sprite. Now there is another script. It's this one over here. I want to stop the ball from moving. I'm going to put that right above the purple one like this. If you touch the line, stop the other script. That is stop the ball from moving. And then say game over for 2 seconds and stop the whole game. I think that's going to work out pretty good. Let's try it out. I'll try to give you a little more space to see. All right, here we go. I'm hitting the green flag. Okay, it's bouncing. And it's bouncing. And it's bouncing. I'm going to let it hit the red. Hey, game over. That is the paddleball game. Now, we should give it a good name. You know what? Let's just look at the project page. It's much faster. Just go to the project page and do everything in there. There's 5 things you have to do in order to turn it in. First, you have to give it a good name. And you can name it whatever you want. You don't have to keep copying me all the time. I'm going to call it paddleball. Instructions. I'm going to say left and right arrow keys on the keyboard. Move the green paddle. If orange touches red line, game over. All right. How did you make this project? Could you give any ideas, scripts, or anything else? I'm just going to thank the computer technology class. Thanks to, man, I can't type today. Thanks to the computer technology class. Okay, that's 3 things. I gave it a name. I gave it instructions. I gave it notes. Now I have to share, but where's the share button? Oh, it's right here. Share. Okay, I clicked it. Share. Congratulations, your project is shared. Now what do I have to do? I have to send Mr. Lushenko the URL, the web address for my particular game. So I highlight that whole thing, I give it a right click, I copy it, go paste it into the Google Classroom for this assignment, and that's about all there is to it.